Sculpted wings spread wide, halo blazing, an ardent blade in hand. Saint Celestine is an embodiment of the God-Emperor's might. She shines like a star amid the smoke and fumes of the battlefield, radiating holy light. The faithful are filled with strength and courage by her presence, even as heretics recoil in terror. Those who flee are wise to do so, for Celestine strikes like the Emperor's own judgment, smiting the unrighteous with a strength that belies her human form. With a gesture, the living saint calls fires of retribution down from on high, or infuses her sick and injured allies with healing energies. Of her life before she was declared a living saint, very little is known of Celestine, other than that she was a Sister Repentia of the Order of Our Martyred Lady. She was but one warrior amongst those who fell in war against the heretics of the Palatine Schism. But after her body had been cleansed of the blood and filth of battle, she rose once more, standing flawless before the faithful in attendance. The remainder of the Palatine Crusade passed in a bloody whirlwind of vengeance as Celestine was hailed as the Crusade's figurehead, the entire sector being scoured of not just the schismatics, but every being the Crusaders deemed unworthy of existing upon the worlds of man. Lord Ansgar, the Crusade's leader, believed the Holy War would reach its conclusion at the capital world of the Palatine sector, but Celestine insisted upon first liberating a small backwater world named Sanctus Lys. Unknown to all but her, the world was home to the ancient shrine of the Fiery Heart, once visited by St. Catherine. Celestine ordered a broken altar moved aside and the flagstones beneath it taken up, uncovering the entrance to a hidden crypt. Barring any from following her, she descended dusty steps that none had trodden for millennia. As first light broke above the ruined shrine, Celestine rose from the tomb, borne aloft on a column of divine radiance and attended by cherubs and doves. She was now clad in a suit of shining golden armor, and wielded a blade wreathed in sweet-scented petals, its blade so bright none could bear look upon it. She gazed around, and all who dared meet her eyes were struck down by equal parts heavenly adoration and infernal terror. After her apotheosis, Lord Ansgar and a conclave of his Thorian compatriots declared Celestine a living saint. Her presence invested the faithful with an unprecedented fervor, and hundreds of thousands of heretics met a fiery end at the hands of her armies. Many were fearful in her presence, for to stand before her was to submit to the judgment of one whose example could never be emulated. Celestine has fought the faithless over long centuries and in all corners of the Imperium. Many times it has appeared that she has been struck down in battle, but wherever she falls she inevitably rises once more like the radiant dawn. The Gemini Superior often fight at her side. Each of these champions is possessed of a portion of Celestine's grace and would lay down their lives to protect her. It is difficult to predict where Celestine and her Gemini Superior will appear, but wherever they go, the Emperor's will is made manifest.